Hello and welcome back to another riff. We're going to be checking out the new champion Maokai, going arcane for some font of life, some bone plating, overgrowth, and gathering storm. Now, admittedly, there are different ways to play him, and he can be played in multiple different roles. I think he's probably best in support or Baron. He does okay in the jungle and okay in mid. Of course, it also depends on the matchups as well. There are a few good counters to him, so you just got to be careful, especially if you see one of those. And there are different ways to build him. You can go full AP. You can go full tank. You could do a mixture, but the problem when you do some mixtures is you do lose the benefit of your primary rune. So it just kind of depends on what you need, to be honest. And it looks like it's going to be Twitch and me, Maokai, versus a Ash Yumi. So that'll be interesting.
Wild Rift へようこそ。
I do think when you play him support, the danger coin is probably the best way to go, so you can get a little bit of extra ability haste. And one thing is your E, your little I don't know exactly what they're little friends that run after the enemy. They run for a decent amount of time after, so actually not that bad. One of the interesting things that I found is you can throw them in the tower, and the tower won't attack them. So you can always throw it in the back line near turrets, just to help prevent enemies from running, or to do some extra damage when they're trying to run away from you. And if you're not too familiar with Maokai, I'm a little bit more familiar with him now than I was during this game, but your E or your third ability throws little plants that will slow. They're almost like Teemo's shrooms, only they run after people. Your Q, your first ability, is a little bit of a knockback, and it does a decent amount of damage. And then your W, or your second ability, is a dash, almost like Diana's dash. You can dash towards enemies, you can dash towards minions, and you can dash towards monsters in the jungle as well. His ultimate ability, or his R, is a very slow rolling multiple routes. So if you are able to kind of throw it before enemies get a vision, they won't see it until it's too late. And you can root them, otherwise they'll be able to see coming from a mile away. And then his passive is pretty significant healing. It's usually whenever you, when that little red indicator, it's full, your next auto attack will heal you to a certain degree. Now I fully expect Maokai to get multiple nerfs because he's an absolute menace to the Rift right now.
味方が倒されました。
巧妙の者たちは我を苛立たせる。まるで樹皮にすくう虫のように。我が心は汚れておらぬ。
トップレーンのタワーが攻撃されています。
All that damage is doing to that Emi right now. It's quite disgusting, really. Oh, hello. What I'm not sure of is whether your little plants will reveal invisible enemies or not. At times it looks like it does, and other times I'm not quite sure. So I gotta figure that out. And you can use your dash in kind of interesting ways. You could essentially dash forward and then use your Q to knock them back into your turret to do some extra damage from the turret. Almost like a Alistar knock or a Lee Sin R. Other things what you could do is you could dash in under the enemy tower and knock them out of tower range so that you guys can attack them. So just kind of different ways you can use it depending on what you need and what your playstyle is like.
安息の
I'm gonna try to ult early so we can capture these enemies here. But just a day late and $1 short. Now, when you are playing Maokai support, you do need a little bit of time to scale. Because you really start coming online about mid-game. So you just want to play a little bit safe early, and then you can start being more aggressive about out mid-game. At least your ult will hit invisible enemies.
敵を倒しました
我が心
敵を
は汚れて
倒しました
おらん。
And again, I'm not saying this is the best build. I'm certainly going to try different builds,
邪悪さを
especially with the incoming nerfs, which I suspect are going to be coming in the very near future.
アンストッパブル
Like I said, I think we're going to have to nerf him a couple times to get him more balanced.
危険
Probably should not have been there, but that's alright.
鼻の先まで
レジェンダリー
我が心は汚れておらん。
エース味方チームがドラゴンを倒しました敵のタワーを破壊しました
我を苛立たせろ。まるで樹皮にすくう虫のように。
The other thing which your ult will do is it will give you a burst of speed as well, so if you needed to kind of help you run away, you can use it as well in that manner. Probably not the best use, but you can use it in that. Kind of like Nami's ult, where it'll give you a burst of movement speed. So you can use it to get to where you need to go.
苗木をどこに置いたか。
敵を倒しました味方が倒されましたレジェンダリー移動中ですレジェンダリーダブルキルレジェンダリー敵を倒しましたエース
敵を探すのか。
ボットレーンのタワーが保有されています
我が踏み潰してくれる。場所を開けてやってくれ。
And then another thing is you want to
第一は
stack up your
今も
comment.
現れてしまった。
I like in comment a lot to first strike.
人の呪いによって
If you don't stack it up early enough, it's going to be kind of useless to you when you hit the late game. If you're able to stack it up early enough,
味方が倒されました
you'll get a lot of extra damage.
負けに
It'll
姿として
become
一人で
a
は
bit
死
more
なぬ。
relevant for you. Wasting my flash fire, but it's okay.
ボットレーンのタワーが攻撃。タワーが破壊されました。タワーを攻撃。敵のタワーを破壊しました。
我は止まらぬ。鬼が呼んでいるのだ。
倒されました。シャットダウン。
行け、第二よ。
For shame, for shame. That was my fault there. This Master Yi is hard carrying this game right now. See, what we should do right now is have gone straight to Baron, and then before it ended the game.
敵のタワーを破壊します。
今は目的のため戦うのだ。
攻撃。
第二よ。
And a good idea for your third ability for your little dudes that robo tea mushrooms, I don't know what you call them, is throw them in the bushes. I think they do larger explosions or last longer or something like that. And of course they're hidden, so sometimes when people are running away at low health, they'll run right into one of those and die. Sometimes in team fights, I'll just throw them in the middle of a team fight. Because a lot of times the enemy won't realize that they're there, and they do damage. Kind of like with Nami, where you can just stand in the back line. And so you're bouncing heals, which will do lots of damage, and then when you realize it. There we have it. This was one of my, I think, first games of Maokai that I played when he first came out. I've since gotten better at him. But there you have it. He's fairly broken. Thank you very much for watching.
曇りなき心、岩をも切り裂く。